Ever wondered how quickly a peaceful day could turn into a terrifying ordeal? Picture this: the sun is shining, birds are chirping, and life is proceeding as usual. Then, in the blink of an eye, the skies darken, the ground trembles or the water levels rise, and everything changes. Natural disasters, unpredictable and powerful, have the capacity to transform a serene day into a scene of chaos and terror. These forces of nature, whether they be flash floods, storms, or landslides, can sneak up on us, leaving little to no time for escape. They remind us of our insignificance against the tremendous power of Mother Nature. But there's a certain fascination that comes with these cataclysmic events. Their sheer force, the destruction they leave in their wake, and the stories of survival and resilience they inspire make them compelling to witness, albeit from a safe distance. Stick around as we journey through some of history's most frightening natural disasters caught on camera. Imagine a sunny day turning dark as the skies open up and water engulfs everything in sight. That's exactly what happened in the year 2010. In a region where flash floods were as rare as a blue moon, the day started like any other. The sun was shining, birds were chirping, and the air was filled with the usual buzz of everyday life. But as the day progressed, the skies began to darken. The weather, once tranquil, had taken a sudden turn. The day's light was replaced with ominous clouds, and then came the rain. A torrential downpour, unlike anything the region had ever seen. The rain didn't just fall, it poured. It crashed. It was as if the heavens had opened their floodgates. Rivers swelled, streets turned into rivers, and houses were swallowed up by the relentless water. The flash flood had arrived, and it was merciless. The aftermath was devastating. Homes that once stood proud were reduced to rubble. Streets that once bustled with life were now eerily silent, save for the occasional echo of a rescue worker's call. The landscape, once familiar, was now a stranger. The impact on the residents was heart-wrenching. Lives were uprooted, and the sense of security was shattered. The flood didn't just wash away their homes, it washed away a part of their lives. Yet, in the face of adversity, the human spirit proved resilient. The residents banded together, helping each other rebuild their lives piece by piece. The flash flood of 2010 was a stark reminder of nature's unforgiving power. It showed us that even in the most unexpected of places, disaster can strike. But it also showed us the strength of community, the power of unity in the face of adversity. A sunny day turned into a nightmare. The flash flood of 2010 left a lasting mark. And while the physical scars may fade, the memories of that fateful day continue to serve as a poignant reminder of the power of nature and the indomitable spirit of humanity. What happens when the skies turn against you? Imagine, if you will, a tempest so fierce, so unrelenting, it earns the title, the storm of the century. This was not just any storm, but a cataclysm that assaulted the United States in the 1990s with a wrath seldom witnessed in human history. As if ripped from the pages of a thriller novel, this tempest unleashed an onslaught of snow, wind, and rain. It was a storm that covered an incredible 26 states, from Maine to Florida and as far west as Michigan. The sheer breadth of this storm was enough to stagger the imagination, but the damage it caused was nothing short of a nightmare. Cities were buried under snowfall measured not in inches, but in feet. Roofs caved under the weight of this relentless barrage. Power lines were ripped from their moorings, and roads transformed into icy death traps. The storm claimed the lives of over 250 souls, leaving in its wake a trail of destruction that stretched across the eastern seaboard. But amidst the chaos and destruction, there were also tales of resilience and courage. People banded together, neighbors helping neighbors, strangers becoming lifelines. Essential services and emergency workers braved the conditions to rescue those trapped by the storm, often putting their own lives at risk. Communities rallied, showing a strength and unity that the storm could not dampen. And what of the aftermath? The damage was in the billions, but the cost to human lives and the emotional toll on those affected was immeasurable. Yet, in the face of such adversity, the human spirit proved indomitable. Recovery was slow but steady, a testament to the resilience of the people impacted by this storm. The storm of the century serves as a stark reminder of the raw power and unpredictability of nature. It stands as a testament to the fact that even in our modern age, we are at the mercy of the elements. But most importantly, it underscores the strength of community and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. The storm of the century was a grim reminder of nature's fury. Imagine the earth under your feet betraying you. A chilling thought, isn't it? Yet it's the stark reality for those who've experienced the terror of a landslide. Today we delve into a particularly devastating landslide from the past decade that shook a community to its core and left an indelible mark on the face of our planet. In the days leading up to the calamity, the weather was deceptive. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Unbeknownst to the residents, however, the ground beneath them was silently shifting, awaiting the perfect moment to unleash chaos. Then, without warning, the earth roared into motion. In the blink of an eye, homes, roads and fields were swallowed up, replaced by a sea of mud and debris. The sheer force of the landslide was awe-inspiring, yet terrifying. It was as if the earth itself had turned against its inhabitants. In the immediate aftermath, the landscape was unrecognizable. The once bustling community was transformed into a desolate wasteland. Rescue crews worked tirelessly, battling against time and the elements to pull survivors from the rubble. The long-term effects were equally as devastating. The community was left to grapple with the loss of homes, livelihoods and loved ones. Yet amidst the destruction there were glimmers of hope. Neighbors helped neighbors, strangers became friends. The community banded together, vowing to rebuild and recover. The landslide was more than a natural disaster. It was a test of human resilience. It was a testament to the strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. And it was a stark reminder of the unpredictability of nature. In the end, the landslide served as a wake-up call, a reminder that we are not masters of nature but merely its guests. We must respect its power, understand its whims and learn to live in harmony with it. For, as this event has shown, when nature decides to remind us of its might, the results can be both terrifying and awe-inspiring. The landslide was a stark reminder of the unpredictability of nature. What if a normal day turned into a scene straight out of a horror movie? The early 2000s, a decade that was no stranger to nature's fury, witnessed an incident that was nothing short of a nightmare. It was a day that started like any other, with no sign of the terror that was about to be unleashed. A tornado, one of nature's most destructive forces, was brewing. It began as a mere whisper in the atmosphere, a subtle shift in the wind that would soon transform into a deadly vortex. The skies darkened and an ominous silence pervaded the air. The birds stopped singing and the leaves stopped rustling. It was as if nature herself was holding her breath, bracing for what was to come. Suddenly, the tranquility was shattered. The tornado descended with a wrath that was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Imagine the sheer power of winds spiraling at over 200 miles per hour, transforming the familiar landscape into an alien world of destruction. Homes were uprooted, and lives were turned upside down in a matter of minutes. The tornado was not just a natural disaster, it was a life-altering event. In the immediate aftermath, the devastation was overwhelming. But amid the ruins, something else was stirring: the indomitable spirit of humanity. The people affected by the tornado showed remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. They banded together, helping each other navigate through the wreckage of their lives. Their courage and determination were as remarkable as the tornado itself. The tornado left behind a scarred landscape and a community forever changed. But it also highlighted the strength and resilience of the human spirit in the face of nature's terrifying power. It was a stark reminder that even in our modern world, we are not immune to the forces that shape our planet. The tornado of the 2000s demonstrated nature's terrifying power. It was a testament to the relentless and often unpredictable force of nature, a force that commands respect and awe. And it was a humbling reminder that we are, after all, mere guests on this magnificent planet. What could be scarier than a wall of water charging towards you? Imagine the earth trembling beneath your feet, shaking with such fury that the sea itself is disrupted. This is the birth of a tsunami, a monstrous wave born from the very bowels of the earth. The prelude to a tsunami is often a violent earthquake, rupturing the seafloor and displacing vast amounts of water. But the true horror is yet to unfold. As the tectonic plates shift and settle, a massive wave begins to form. Unseen and undetected, it races across the ocean's depths at jetliner speeds, waiting to unleash its fury. When the wave nears the shore, it slows but grows in height, transforming into a towering wall of water. And then, with a roar that drowns out all other sounds, it crashes onto land. The tsunami does not discriminate in its destruction. Homes, schools, entire towns are swept away in an instant. The world as we know it is submerged, replaced by a churning sea of debris. The immediate aftermath of a tsunami is a scene of chaos and devastation. Survivors emerge, dazed and confused, from the wreckage of their lives. They are the lucky ones. Many others are not so fortunate. But amidst the wreckage and ruin, the human spirit prevails. Rescuers rush in, pulling survivors from the debris, providing food, shelter and medical aid. The recovery process is long and arduous, but step by step, life begins to return to some semblance of normalcy. Yet the shadow of the tsunami lingers. It serves as a grim reminder of the power and unpredictability of nature. It underscores our vulnerability and the need for preparedness and resilience. The tsunami is not just a nightmare from the past, but a warning for the future. The tsunami was a stark reminder of the destructive power of water. It is a testament to the fact that even as we marvel at the beauty of nature, we must also respect its might and fury. Nature's power can be awe-inspiring yet terrifying, can't it? In our journey today, we have seen the raw might of the elements, from the flash flood of 2010 to the storm of the century, the landslide terror, the wrath of the tornado, and the tsunami nightmare. Each event a testament to the relentless and unpredictable force of nature, each occurrence a stark reminder of our place in this vast, wild world. In these harrowing moments, we've seen water, earth, wind and fire transform from life-sustaining elements into agents of chaos and destruction. The flash floods rushing with the speed and force of an express train, swallowing everything in their path. The storm of the century, a tempest unlike any other, bringing with it winds that could tear apart homes and lives. The landslide, a torrent of earth and rock, burying all beneath its unstoppable mass. The tornado, that cyclone of wind and fury, ripping apart everything it touches, and the tsunami, a wall of water, obliterating all that stands before it. But in the face of these terrifying events, we've also seen something else. We've seen the resilience of the human spirit. We've seen communities band together to rebuild, to recover, to press on. We've seen individuals risk their lives to save others, proving that even in our darkest moments there is light. We've seen the power of preparation, of understanding the signs nature gives us, and of respecting its might. In the end, these events remind us that we are not masters of this planet, but guests. We must respect nature's power, prepare for its fury, and stand together when it strikes. Because as terrifying as these moments can be, they also show us the very best of who we are. As we've seen, nature is unpredictable and sometimes terrifying, but the human spirit's resilience in the face of such adversity is truly inspiring.